We are now at the Via Dolorosa. We will actually visit the stations. It's very close to Easter. Easter, I think, is kind of, let's say, 2 weeks from now. And we will walk together from station to station, together with a cross that Kessy John asked me to buy for her. And of course she will get that cross to her house. I will send it to her. And what about you? Do you want a cross that's been blessed here? I'm doing it a lot lately because of the COVID. Although I'm gonna have some tourists, I won't stop doing it because I found it out that a lot of you cannot reach Israel and they wish to have it. Then I'm gonna be your legs. I'm gonna be your eyes. You're gonna get that cross to your house, and the video will be dedicated to you. Then Kessy John, we are dedicating that video to you. She's a nurse, and every time that I hear about a nurse, you know, I think about the COVID, and the situation in Israel looks okay, although it looks like we are on the way to the 6th wave. It's March, and COVID is still with us. And let's continue, let's walk together with Kessy and you. And I want everyone to bless Kessy and to tell her that we are looking for a life partner by God's wishes for you. She needs it now. I know a story, I'm not going to enter to it because I think it's too private. But everyone here, please bless Kessy John, and ask God to find her a good Christian guy. Now we know that she is a Greek Orthodox, then I don't know, then a good Greek Orthodox guy. And look at him, he's got one of the best restaurants at the old city. Let me show, let us take us to there. It's between the 3rd and the 4th station of the cross, and this is the 3rd station. And why not to promote him, because he's good and the food is amazing. But I don't know how many of you actually saw Catholic Armenian Catholic Church. Then when you will reach the 4th station, this is his place, part of the Armenian church. And he's got Armenian food as well. Then it's important. But we are here for the 3rd station. That's where he fell for the first time. And about the stations, not all of them are well known, because if you are not Catholic, you might not know those some of the stations. For example, here in the 4th station, Mary met her son. Those two are not in the Bible. But let me tell you something. I used to fall without a reason at least once a day in the old city. But Jesus suffered a lot. He had to carry his cross and knew that he is going to be crucified. They they laughed at him, they mocked him. He had a thorn of horn on his face. I mean, happy he wasn't. Then in that case, we can understand the misery of Jesus, but he knew that this is his mission. He's going to suffer for us and take our all sins. But his mother knew that he was going to die. And although the Bible is not mentioned Mary at the way of the cross, the way to crucifixion, I can tell you that she probably was. I think as a mother of mother, some of you are mothers. Think about what will happen, what you are going to do if something like that will happen, and I wish nothing like that will happen. That we are going through the Muslim quarter. I can see a lot of people, and happily I can say that there are a lot of tourists, and it's good to see it. And we are reaching the 5th station of the cross. That's where Saint Simon helped Jesus to carry the cross. Then in that case, what Saint Simon, a Jew from Libya of today, is doing in the city, 3 times a year, every Jew must be in the city. Every Jew had to be here according to the to God order. Those are the 3 Jewish festivals, and Passover is one of them. Jesus didn't visit Easter. We are visiting Easter because Jesus visited Passover here. And this is the 5th station. And you can see it in front of you. That station you can find in the Bible. And it's beautiful to see that there's an exam of one of the tour guide, the future tour guide, and I don't want to disturb her. She might be my colleague soon. To be tour guide in Israel, it's you must have the passion for that. Mainly because something happened in Israel, war, not war, COVID. The first one who losing their job is me. Now she's walking, she's living that place. I want to be here mainly because that stone is so important for me, Kessy. And that stone is so important for me because as I believe, let me switch hands, Jesus was touching that stone, but he couldn't breathe. And then Saint Simon was forced to help him to carry the cross. Why the Romans didn't do that? Because by law they cannot help their prisoners. What they can help are the people who can stop in the street. And Saint Simon was one of them. Now there's so many shops on the way, but there's only one couple that I really adore and love. And here it is. This is shop, small one, but you will find something here, and he's honest, and his wife is honest as well. And if you ask me, don't say no to that small place. And we will continue to the 6th station, and when I will be next to her, I will try not to speak. I want her to succeed, although she is, in a way, a competition.
What does it mean, braille? Braille, it is the alphabet, what the blind people can read with their hands. Okay, so if you see in the
If you saw my videos of the Via Dolorosa from 3 weeks ago, you could see that street was empty. Now that street is not crowded yet, but it might be soon. And it's so beautiful to see. It's so beautiful to see that you can actually come to here. And if you need me, just talk, just say something. I can be a tour guide as well. How are you? No, thank you. I'm preparing a video. 6th station. Kessy, it's such an important place, station for me. Such an important tradition for me, although it's not part of the Bible. It's so good to see the salesman happy again. For 2 years, they had nothing to do here, just like me. Then here, Saint Veronique saw Jesus. Actually, she saw Jesus walking all the way up, and she cleaned his sweat. Now, that is a well-known story, although it's not in the Bible. What is important for me is that she dared. Kessy, you can dare too. I'm sure that you will find this time an amazing Christian guy who will be with you for the rest of your life. Saint Veronique dared because she knew that they might crucify her too. She is helping the enemy. The Romans can put her in jail. They can crucify her because she is actually really helping someone that was against the government. And how do I know it? Because mostly the ones who've been crucified were against the Romans government. The rest, I mean, there's so many other ways to kill people, but not his. He is smoking a cigarette of happiness. And we are working. And on the way, between the 6th to the 7th, there's a wonderful coffee. And a wonderful man is there. And he's got always stories to tell. Then, remember El Mufti? Right next to the 6th station, and stop there to drink a good Arabic coffee. Now we are heading to the 7th station. That's where Jesus fell for the second time. But, and there's a huge but here. A lot of you, some of you will write in their comments that how can it be that the church is inside the city? We know that Jesus was crucified outside the city. Kessy, it's true. The Bible mentioned that Jesus was crucified outside the city. And this is a Jewish tradition. You cannot bury people in the city. Then what's happening here? The church that we are going to visit soon is inside the city. It's a Times Square of Jerusalem, surrounded with walls. That city is, let's say, 2021. Jesus was 2,000 years ago. Can you see the difference? Can you understand it? Let me take Manhattan. Manhattan was totally different 2,000 years ago. Then here it is, Via Dolorosa. It might be that we are living the city just like Jesus from the gate. Then everything that you see here wasn't here at the time of Jesus. This is the 7th station. That's where he fell for the second time. Then let's bless it here. You can hear the Arabic music. We just left the Muslim quarter and we're heading to the Christian quarter. There are 4 different neighborhoods here. Muslim, you can hear the muezzin. It sounds like the muezzin. And Christian quarter, Armenian quarter, and Jewish quarter. But the Muslim quarter is the biggest one. Altogether we have something like 40,000 habitats. Most of them are Muslims. Christians in Israel and the Holy Land, in Palestine as well, there are less than 2% of the habitats. Beautiful market. As you can see, that street is one of the main streets of Jerusalem, and not a lot of tourist places here. And if it's okay by you, we're gonna climb up to the roof of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Now, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre at the 4th century started from here. See where the cats are? From here. Hello, kitty. I call it the Cat Square. And we are climbing up to the roof of the church. The water is absolutely lovely, although it's freezing. It's around 8 degrees, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Here the muezzin. I hope that you will be able to hear me, because the Muslims got a better voice. Then we are at the Christian Quarter. The dome there, Kessy, it's the Jewish Quarter, the Muslim Quarter, Jewish Quarter, and the Christian Quarter. The church belongs to most of the Christians, Greek Orthodox, Catholic, Armenian, but you will find there Coptic, Egyptian, you will find there Ethiopians, church from Syria, Assyrian church, whatever, they are here. Everyone adore that place, but there's another option outside the walls of Jerusalem. It's called the Garden Tomb, belongs to the Church of England. Now we are now at the Egyptian part of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Remember, today the church is only half of the church it used to be at the 4th century, built by an amazing woman, the mother of Constantine, who converted Christians into Christianity. I can see two, Coptic Egyptian priest. And that is the 9th station. This is where Jesus fell from for the third time.
This is the 9th station here.
You can see another Coptic. Say hello to him too. Hello, Father. And you can see the Coptic Orthodox Patriarch of Jerusalem. I know that one of you asked me to visit St. Anthony Coptic Monastery. Wait a minute. Then we are living on the Egyptian part, at the roof of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and we're entering now to the Ethiopian part. Oops, yeah, see, I almost fell. And I ate, I know that I'm going to eat. I don't know if I'm going to die. I don't know if they will crucify me. And still I'm falling. Can you understand that Jesus had a reason to fall? He knew that this is his mission. He knew that he's going to suffer then. This is part of it. Then, Ethiopian village. Ethiopians believes, oh, look at the kitten and the mother. 2 kittens and the mother. Oh, one of the kittens ran away. Look how beautiful it is. Let me take a picture of it. Then, you can still hear the muezzin. It's very close to Ramadan time. See 2 Egyptian monk. Who's going to be the first one? I'm going to be the third one. And they believe that when the son of Queen Shiva, which is a creation of Queen Shiva and King Solomon, came, his father gave him the Ark of the Covenant. Then if you ask me where is the Ark, it's at the city of Aksum, according to them. Then the church, Kessy, is divided into 2. The one that might be covered with a curtain, behind it is the Holy of the Holy, and only the high priest can enter to it. And the other part is the church, the disciple place. Let me see if I can enter. Here it is. The inner part is the kind of the Ark of the Covenant place, altar. And that's where the people are sitting and praying. It's Sunday, Kessy, and it's the first week of Lent according to the Greek Orthodox. And we are reaching the facade of the church through another Ethiopian church. Thank you. And you can see there are tourists. And you can hear the muezzin from there. You cannot compete him. Then we will enter immediately to the church. Then we will hear him less. But before that, that is the church. That what you see here is mainly from 11th and 12th century. Inside the church, and we can actually visit the crucifixion area, the tomb of Jesus, and the resurrection area. I must tell you something, Messi, and for all of the cases, sorry, all of you, sorry, Freud will make a joke with it. All of you must know that the Greek Orthodox call the Church of the Resurrection. And I'm accepting that name. I love that name, mainly because it's not the Church of the Holy Tomb. It's not the Church of the Holy Empty Tomb. It's the Church of what's happened on Sunday, and we are on Sunday, very close to Easter. It is crowded. Then in some then I will bless your cross at the crucifixion place as well. But if there will be a line, I will wait for 6 p.m. It will be empty, and then I will bless it again for you. But video, let's continue. We're climbing up to the Calvary, Golgotha. The Golgotha belongs to the Christians, of course, belongs to the Catholic and the Greek Orthodox. They're sharing it. Oh, it's empty. Then before it's going to be crowded again, let me first go to the crucifixion area to bless it. And only 4 people here. What you can see here is nailing to the cross and the Pietà, which is 2 Catholic station of the Via Dolorosa, the agony of the mother. And here you can see the Golgotha itself, the Calvary. Jesus is on the cross. John is to the right side, Mary is to the left, and now we can enter to the exact spot of the crucifixion. Kessy, this is for you. You can see the crucifixion spot. Mary, the mother. Jesus, please find her. Beloved husband, Christian, good one this time. If it's okay by you, and I know that you will. Earlier, Kessy, I needed some candles. One of them was for you. Although you didn't ask me to do that. But a nurse and someone that looking for love, who I am to say no for that. This is the Greek Orthodox part of the church, Kessy. let's go to the tomb. Around 3 o'clock, they took his body and they purified him, and that was by Joseph of Arimathea, who begged to get the body of Jesus from Pontius Pilate. And he did it. And he buried him at the same day, because that is the Jewish tradition, to be buried at the same day. They used to purify their body, and that's how they did. And we can see it. Thank you. All right. Now, we already visited the crucifixion place. In front of you, you can see the anointing table. That's where they anointed the body of Jesus. This is the Greek Orthodox mosaic wall. And they bury him in a cave. In front of you, you can see the anointing table. And that's where I'm going to anoint it. Your cross. Because for me, this is the most secret place in the church. The naked body of Jesus touched that place. The tomb, what you can see is the sarcophagus. The body was in it. But here, the body of Jesus was not. And let's look for a cave as the tomb of Jesus. Ta-da-da. Is that a cave? It doesn't look like a cave, isn't it? This is the tomb of Jesus. It used to be a cave, and soon I will show it to you, Kessy. The tomb is a new structure from 19th century that renovated lately. It looks new. Divided into two. The first part is the Untitled Chapter who took care that no one will steal the body of Christ. And I'm sure as a good Christian woman, a Greek Orthodox Christian woman, you know the Holy Fire on Saturday. And I don't know if you can see between those people, from time to time you can see a light. This is the Holy Fire. Then let's wait for them to move a little bit. Then you can see that above them you can see the shade of the let me see if you will see a little bit of it, because thank God they're tourists. All right, believe me, there's a little bit. You can see a little bit of it on the small table there. Here it is. We saw it for a glimpse of it. Here it is, and the inner part is the tomb itself, Kessy. Now, what about you? Do you want to have your own cross? There are different crosses. Go to my description, and you will find Bible Coffee link. With that, you can help me a little bit. You can help me with donation, or you can buy yourself a cross. At the description, you will find more ways to reach me, my professional Instagram and Facebook, and I will be more than happy to guide you or just to answer your questions. Yesterday I was answering a couple that don't need me here but ask me about food, about good restaurants. Then if you see me, and you know what, you can see me, then you can see that I like to eat. Hello to you, hello Kessy, hello everyone. And it looks crowded there as well. I wanted you to see that people use that place as a tomb area. Then let that group goes out, and we might be able to see what's going on there. Then let's go in. The place itself doesn't look like $1 million, and this is one of the most important churches in the world. Mainly because there is a huge debate who owns that place, and we are not going into it now, but what we want to see is that this is a real cave, just like you saw in the mosaic, and this is a burial cave. And we are blessing the cross here. Let me use the light. It is. And what I want you to see are the niches. There are, I think, 5 like that. And there's another guy behind me. I'm sure that he wants to see too. I can talk about it outside. Then, what's happening there? This is how the Jews used to be buried in the first century. I'm talking about rich Jews. The rest were buried in the ground just without anything else. Before that, before I forget, that wall is from the 4th century, from the time of Constantine. This is the beginning of the church. And no, the church wasn't here at the time of Jesus. It was built 300 years later. And it was outside the city because Jews have been buried outside the city. Then there are 5 niches for 5 bodies. But what will happen to the 6th body? They will open the oldest niche, they will take the bones out, and they will bury someone else. Why it's important for me? 2 reasons. First of all, to show you that it used to be a place of burial place, a cemetery. Then it was outside the city. And the second reason is that Joseph of Arimathea gave Jesus his own tomb that no one used before. Now we can understand that no one used before because I just told you about how they use it again and again and again. Then maybe that was the original tomb of Joseph of Arimathea that no one used before, and because he owns that garden, he built himself another tomb next to his master. The book of John tells us, Kessy, that the tomb or the crucifixion place was next to the garden of Joseph of Arimathea, and here it is. Then the tomb of Jesus, you saw the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea. Do I have to convince you that this is the correct place? One more thing I want you to see, Kessy, although it's close. I want you to see the Greek Orthodox Cathedral. And early morning they were praying there because it was the first Sunday, first Lent. Here it is. By the bells, it's the best time to say goodbye, and please subscribe my channel and send that video to everyone that you know. Happy Easter, my friends. No. You asked me to show you, I think, the tomb of Adam.
This thing exists, is opposed to circle. So here's the original sin. Right, direct lines involved.
I don't know if it was you or not, but it's part of the Greek Orthodox as well. Then above us is the crucifixion. I'm sitting now on top of the tombs of the Crusaders that have been here, crucified kings. Then above us is the Golgotha. The lower part belongs to the Greek Orthodox. You will see soon the part of the Calvary, and you will see even the creek. Remember, this earth shook when he died at around 3 o'clock. And the Bible mentioned that so many people resurrect. According to tradition, one of them was Adam. Adam, the first man ever, Adam and Eve. And before you will tell me, how can it be he was buried before for the flood? And according to Greek Orthodox tradition, he was buried in Eden first, and then after the flood, he moved to here. Let's accept traditions, even though some of them are not so fit your belief. We're here to accept, not to be against. And getting a lot of hate from time to time. I'm uploading a cutting the video that how can it be? They're not Christians, they're Christian. Everyone who believes in Jesus, for me, is a Christian. And can be a good Christian, and he believes in Jesus in different ways. So what? Let's accept it. Church of the Holy Sepulchre, Sunday, Lent time, not so far away from Easter 2022. Bye-bye.